Hi, it's LJF Hutch here, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to integrate 2D and 3D to create a concept or an illustration. This is the finished result, and I'm now going to be taking you through the steps used to create this. Alright, so starting off with a line drawing in GIMP, or you can use Photoshop if you want, it's all the same. And this is just of this vehicle here. This is just so that when you're modeling this thing, you know sort of what you're doing. Because modeling blind is can be tricky. Alright, so now I'm jumping over to Blender here. I'm just modeling that vehicle as close as I can to that sketch. Can be useful if you've got both open at the same time. You know, you can reference that constantly as you're doing it. Adding a mirror modifier, this will speed things up quite a bit. If you've got something which is can be mirrored like this. And you don't want to go overboard with this. You want to keep it fairly simple, because otherwise it sort of defeats the purpose a bit. You may as well do a full-on 3D illustration then. But yeah, it's pretty good. Obviously it doesn't work for characters or anything like that as well as it does for vehicles or more simple things. But you can certainly use it. Just have to simplify the design a bit. Alright, so now I'm just doing a quick render. Just using the print screen and just pasting it back into GIMP, setting it up on a multiply layer, and then applying my paint and everything below that. And what that'll do is it'll use the values from that render, and that render is basically just a lighting pass, I suppose. And it's just going to keep everything that I do below in check. So I don't have to worry about form or lighting anymore. All that's already done for me. When I did the model and render. So now I can just focus on designing this thing without messing up my forms or my shading or anything like that. My lighting, sorry. So now I'm just putting in some detail, designing this thing out. And so this is really, really good process, or method or technique or whatever you want to call it. Really, really helpful. Speeds things up quite a lot. Gives really good results, really crisp, clean results. But also, you don't have to be bogged down by the detail, because it sort of does all that for you. You can just be a bit looser. You get a tight drawing, but you can do it in a loose way, which I find really, really helpful. It lets you be a lot more creative and just get to work, I suppose. Without having to worry about all the technical details of the thing. And frees up your mind to be thinking about the design stuff. So now I'm just adding some weathering to this vehicle, and adding some text and some logos and all that sort of stuff. So the good thing about this process is that you've got a simple 3D model at the end, which you can use to you can UV unwrap it and just throw this image straight on top of it. Which can be helpful for a quick visualization of how the texture might look on the model. And reduces, obviously, as I said before, the work of all the lighting and the actual form of the object. And so right now I've just merged everything down, because I don't need that. I don't need those layers anymore. And once it's merged down, you can just work straight on top of it. It becomes just a painting then. Once you got all the basic stuff out of the way, and you can add extra stuff like the little communications array on the top there. Now I'm just adding in a background, some kind of like terraformed Mars environment or something. And it's a really good process. Definitely suggest trying it out. It's fast, gives good results. I quite like it. I've used it a couple of times now. Alright, so that's basically it. That's the final result there. If you got any questions or comments, just leave them below, and there's a little bit more on my blog if you want to check that out. Alright, hope you got something out of this. See you next time.